Good afternoon, what's happening, Mara? We had you on my show I made yesterday. So really, I will not be pumping out how much reels a week, guys. A lot of shows and movies I want to watch. I don't care about the channel, I don't get paid for it. So you better enjoy South as I can. I keep saying that, right? Yeah. What's today busy? Today was not as busy as last week. Last week was fucking busy. This week was a little bit dead. This week it wasn't as busy. It was pretty busy, but then it just went like quiet afterwards, right? I didn't tease, but my pizza's in the oven, so in a good like 10 minutes when I get my pizza. Yeah. Alright, your Zane's book is like I know Zane's is a masterpiece, man. Fucking masterpiece. Yeah. Yeah. Taking your walk. Yeah, after I watch the show with you guys, I'm gonna take my 1 hour, 10-minute walk. And then yeah. With a beer. But yeah. I mean, starting out provocatively tempting. Oh yeah, it's tempting, but like I'm not gonna choose that over being a movie star. Being a movie star is my dream. Yeah, but pro sports is close. Close. The glory is close to the movies. Movies is better glory than pro sports, right? Yeah. Because VJ would support me, but she'll tell me, Ivan, like, you don't want to be a movie star. I'm like, no, VJ, I want to be a movie star. She'll tell me, yeah, Ivan, like I want to. VJ wants to be a movie star. But yeah, Ivan, I want to be a movie star. Tori Justice doesn't just want to do music; she wants to be a movie star with me. That's why I'm gonna start Sky's thing with VJ. Makes sense. A film's who bear in Hollywood, man. That's why all the Hollywood actors and agents are calling. It's crazy. Could pay them more, a lot more than what they make in Hollywood. Yeah. A-list actors in Hollywood make like 5, 6, 7 million a movie sometimes, right? That's how much I'm paying rising stars and B-list actors. B-list actors get 4.9 max, and then rising stars get like 5 to like 8. But they're very rare, so you pretty much have A-listers and B-list actors in Hollywood. Rising stars are very rare. Very rare to find a rising star. Chances are you're either a B-list actor or you're an A-list actor. That's how it works in Hollywood, right? Yeah. The A-list actors are the ones who are really getting paid. They're the ones who are getting paid, obviously, the A-list actors. That makes sense. But even the B-list actors are getting paid. You make 2.5, 3 million for a movie. That's a lot of money, right? Yeah. Oh, Ames said, yeah. These actors still sign like 9, 10, 11 million deals with their speaking money. So if these actor makes 2.5 million, they made 5 million speaking. They made 7.5 million. They make $1.5 million for the game. They made $9 million in their combined earnings. $9.7 million, almost $10 million in their combined earnings. That's how much A-list actors make in Hollywood. So these actors are still getting paid, because don't forget they have their speaking money and their game money. These actors, I'll pay them $1.5 million for the game, to do the game work. So they still sign like almost a 10 million deal, 11, 9. They make 4, they sign like an 11 million deal. They're still getting paid. It's just not the money the Asians are making. The Asians are making more money than that. Does that make sense? Yeah, especially the big ones. The big guys are the ones who are getting paid for my movies, for my company, maybe just company, right? They're the ones who are really getting paid. Like Keanu Reeves, Matt Damon, Scarlett Johansson for the Great Save. They're getting paid, those guys. A lot of money. A lot of money. Embarrassment of riches, right? That's why I'm. Is it a good idea to make their contract public, because the biggest actors are going to see that contract and they could be a bit of resentment. Yeah, it's not fair. Like Keanu Reeves is making 240 million for the Great Escape, while I'm making like my 9 million. Yes, because you're not Keanu Reeves. You're not Keanu Reeves. You're a biggest actor. You're not a big ace actor like Keanu Reeves and Matt Damon. Those guys. That's why I'm paying them way more money. Because the truth is, the A-list actors are the ones who people care about more. No one really cares about B-list actors. That's why they're not as valuable. But they still have value, don't hate them. And they're skilled actors. They have some value, but they're not. They don't really have that. They don't really build that much buzz. The known A-list actors, the smaller ones, especially the bigger ones, the ones who build more of the buzz. The movies, that makes sense. That's why they get paid more. That's how it works, right? Yeah. My pizza's almost ready. Yeah. They could be resentment. Yeah, maybe it's a bad idea to make their salary public. Just keep it behind closed doors because they could be a bit of resentment with the biggest actors and the small agents. Yeah, we're getting paid, but we're not making. Yeah, they're not making the kind of money that the bigger guys are making. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Even though you're not making the kind of money they're making, I'm making sure you're getting paid. Hollywood actors don't make this, guys. And Michael Jordan makes $50 million for the greatest game. That's a nice deal for him. A.S. actors hardly even see that kind of money. They make on average 30, 20, 15 in Hollywood. So Michael B. Jordan's still getting paid. So I have like a 50 million, 55 million deal, which is like, I don't know, 40 million his American money. That's a lot of money for Michael B. Jordan. Not the money that Matt Damon are making, but he's still getting paid. Assuming Michael B. Jordan is a smaller A-lister by the time I do The Great Escape, he might be a bigger A-lister by then. If he's a bigger A-lister, I'll pay him more. He's worth like 70 million in like, I don't know, 18 years from now, 16, 17 years from now. You can pay Michael like the bigger A-lister contract, but the lower end, like 16 million salary, 7 million bonus. You can give him like 20, like 8 million the royalties, 28 million the royalties. It's a good deal. Sign like a 60 million deal around there, Michael B. Jordan, right? He's still getting paid. Which is, I don't know, 47 in his American money. He's still getting paid. It's a deal. I mean, I gave him a deal, man. You guys are getting paid, man. You're just greedy. Watch out for the greedy agents side in Hollywood. The Hollywood actors agents are greedy pesos, guys. I keep saying that, right? He's ready soon. Yeah. Yeah, be careful, Ivan. And it comes with perks. I'm spoiling you with all you can eat buffet during filming, like nice, delicious food from the farms. Drinks too, like milkshake and like soft drinks, all nice stuff. And you get limo services when you're staying in a hotel for training, the world tour. You're staying in a luxury hotel suite during training and the world tour. You're flying on my private jet. You're partying at my house, my yacht, doing interviews in my yacht. You're featured on a magazine with me, and I sponsor you with nice high-end clothes, suits, shoes, and swimming wear, all that stuff. It's all sponsored. Cologne, perfume for the woman, all sponsored. I'm also sponsoring them with, during production, I'm going to sponsor the actors with like an electronic toothbrush. Maybe 2, 3. For Zane's, I have to sponsor with maybe like 4 or 5 electronic toothbrushes. You're looking at like a year of shooting. But for the greatest hit, I only have to sponsor with maybe 2 electronic toothbrushes. Because electronic toothbrushes don't last long. They last maybe a month and a half. 2 months at max. The Great Escape will take maybe 4 months to film. Sponsor the actors with 2 electronic toothbrushes and mouthwash and toothpaste. And I'll have the people provide them with their shampoo and their body wash for washing themselves in the shower. Or you can bring your own stuff that you want. It's up to you, but I'll sponsor you with the body wash and the shampoo. Like nice brands like Old Spice, Axe, Coconut, nice brands. Obviously. Will the actors be staying in hotels during filming? No, they'll be sleeping in trailers. That way I save money. You haven't seen hotels either, they're gonna drain your budget. No, they have to sleep in trailers. For Zane's, we'll be sleeping in trailers. For The Great Escape, when I film in the street and everything, I'm gonna have trailers in a certain area, and that's where the actors sleep. That way I save money. I'm gonna rent nice, top quality trailers. I'm gonna rent nice portable showers where they can take their shower. If you haven't seen hotel life, they're gonna drain your budget. Hotels are expensive, man. Trailers are cheaper than hotels. It's cheaper. That makes sense. So you save money. Because I have to put money towards special effects, visual effects. I have to pay the Hollywood crewmen. It's a lot of work. At 11 and a half minutes, I'll get my pizza, guys. Should be almost ready. I got one slice. I always get one slice of Bob's and I eat my Denny's food at night. That's what I get, obviously. That makes sense. Yeah. My first movie will be The Last Overseas, based off my novel that I wrote. Looking at a masterpiece, man. As you guys read it, right? Yeah, Zane's is amazing. Yeah, Zane's is an amazing story. It's a masterpiece, man. Amazing story. Zane's. It's a masterpiece. You think any author will be able to beat Zane's? No. Their Unique, maybe you can beat that. Their Unique is an amazing story too, but it's not Zane's. Their Unique probably could be beaten, but Zane's, you can't beat that. Zane's is a masterpiece. My food's ready, guys. Get my food. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Let's get my food. What kind of slice? Sausage meat lover. Yeah. Bob's has the best slices in town. I have amazing slices. Best hot pizza? No, their hot pizza is not the best in number. It's up there. Maybe top 3, maybe top 4, you can argue. But their slices are the best in town. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be careful with the agents, man. You don't have these actors dupe you. I don't keep saying that, right? Yeah. All right, so the agents and managers, they care. Yeah, the agents and managers in Hollywood represent the Hollywood actors. What they really care about is the back end money. They don't really care about the front end money. The front end money, they know I'm limited. I have a budget. They'll probably push more money for front end, but they know I'm limited with the front end money. The back end money is the real money. That's in the billions, the tens of billions. That's why they want a bigger cut of the pie. They might ask for more money, especially for the bigger ages. They might push for maybe 200 million for Keanu Reeves. I'm like, no, man, Keanu Reeves is not worth that. He may be big, but he's not me and BJ. I'm not gonna have him do me, man. Yeah. 200 million for Keanu Reeves is crazy, man. He's duping you. You're already paying him a lot of money for his bonus and his salary. You don't want to have him do, like 160 million for Keanu Reeves is good enough. 150, 160 million is good enough for him. It's good enough. And 80, 82, 83 million is good for Ben Affleck and all of them, right? And Matt Damon. It's a good deal. They signed like a 130 something million deal. In Canadian money, which is like 98, 95, 90, like 7 in their American money. Almost a 100 million deal in American money. That's a lot of money for them. Yeah. They'll make that in Hollywood. Matt Damon got $50 million for The Odyssey. That's much I'm paying small A's for my company, man. Yeah. All right, do you think Hollywood can compete with your company? No, they can't. They don't have the kind of money and budgets that we usually have. Doesn't mean we usually have such huge budgets for our movies. We have more room to pay the actors more. And our back end profits is a lot more money than what the Hollywood companies make, so I can pay the actors more. Makes sense. The only thing Hollywood can compete with me with a little bit is maybe the front end money. Front end money they can compete with me with a little bit. But back end there's no competition. Because me and these movies are doing tens of billions in profit. I can easily afford to pay like Matt Damon 83. Like Hollywood can't afford that, man. In a rare case, actors can make that in Hollywood, but it's very rare for an actor to get like 80 million other royalties for a movie. No, that's how much the Hollywood companies do in profits, man, and net profits, and gross profits. They can't afford to pay the actors that. Yeah, maybe 15, 20, 25 million. In a rare case, they can get that, but it's rare. I can easily pay them that. Because my movies generating so much. My movies are generating so much money in the box office, $4 billion box office. I can easily afford to pay them way more. Sorry guys, this piece is amazing. Yeah. 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 I have no Keanu Reeves and all them greedy. Of course they are. They're greedy pigs, man. Because they're big actors, and Hollywood treats them like gods. Obviously, everyone in this world wants to make more money. They're greedy. Those guys. Their agents are gonna push for more. I'm like, no, guys, man. I'm not budging on this. These actors are not me. I'm not gonna have them do me, man. What I'm paying them's enough. It's a deal. I mean, I give you a deal. Stop being greedy, guys. Yeah. And it comes with nice perks, so it's a good deal. I'm giving you perks too, that I just explained earlier, right? That was good pizza. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they accept it. Of course they will. They don't make that in Hollywood. Keanu Reeves made more for The Matrix, but after The Matrix, he never made that money before. After that, right? Yeah. Keanu Reeves made, I heard, like 200 million for The Matrix. He's actually making more than what he made for The Matrix for The Great Escape. But because of my company's a Canadian company, he happens to be affected by the rates. But it actually is a bigger deal than his Matrix deal. He signed like about a 240 million deal, Keanu Reeves. But because he lives in the States, it's like a 175 million deal in his American money, Keanu Reeves, which is still a good deal. And Matt Damon them sound like 130 something million dollar deals. It's like 90 something million, 98, 96 million their American money, almost a 100 million dollar deal. That's a lot of money. They don't make that in Hollywood. They make like 20, 15 in Hollywood. So it's a good deal. For their combined earnings, right? It's like 130 something million Canadian money, 90 something million American money. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to live in your filthy country. The States is not for me. I want Sky supposed to be a Canadian company. I was born in Canada. I'm a Canadian. I love my country. I want to live here, and I want my studio to be in Canada. But even with the rates, I'm still paying the Hollywood actors more on than what they're making in Hollywood. So it doesn't really matter, right? There you go. Yeah. How old is Keanu Reeves now, Ivan? I think he's 60. So Keanu Reeves will be in his late 70s when I do The Great Escape in like 18 years. He'll be like about 78, 79, 80 years old. He's fucking old now. Yeah. Whereas Matt Damon then will be like in their late 60s, pushing 70 for The Great Escape. They're still good for the movie. Scarlett Johansson will be in her 60s. She's like in her late 40s now, Scarlett Johansson, mid 40s. She'll be like, in her, early, mid 60s maybe, Scarlett Johansson. They're all older. All these Hollywood actors are older now. Yeah, they're all aging. Yeah, before I pass away and roll, I want to experience that glory I immediately. Yeah, they all want to experience that glory and fame with I immediately before they pass away. They don't want to be left behind in Hollywood. And the Hollywood industry will go into a panic when I start Scotland because they can't compete with the EVJ. The EVJ have the keys, and we're way more powerful than all these Hollywood executives. The gates, we're more powerful than the gatekeepers in Hollywood because we have the keys. We can open doors ourselves. That's why they're gonna panic. Obviously, Hollywood, Netflix, Disney, they're gonna panic. Yeah, we're scared less people are gonna be interested in our movies and our streaming networks and everything. Yeah, because once you've seen an IMVG movie, you're never gonna be the same. It's fucking glory. It's a special experience. It's not all these other movies. You get the normal experience. IMVG's movie is a special experience. That's why we get paid the big bucks because we're special. Obviously, we signed a huge deal with Amazon. That's a huge deal. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, man. That's why VJ cried. Yeah, Victoria Justice got duped by the gates. She's rich. She has money, but she got duped. She has a shitty career. That's why she cries me off. She got duped by the gates. Yeah. Ivan's poor, but like he wrote his book. His keys are not useless like mine. He's gonna make like I don't know his 80, $100 million. But I want a piece of that because she knows with that money she can achieve her dream and act for movies and music with that money, and you can live the amazing dream life. Like own like a 1.7 billion house like Incredibles. You get the best cars in the world, like Ferraris and Porsches. You can own a nice private jet with that money, like a $900 million jet, a $600 million jet. Own a nice yacht. When you travel on the road, you can stay at all the best resorts and suites at the hotels. Easily afford a top pocket change. That's why she's crazy, obviously. And she wants to see me too, to see Ivan and be with Ivan. But that's another reason why she cries. Personal reasons and career, professional reasons. That's why she cries. She's a crazy woman, obviously. Then she bangs guys after that. That's why I ignore her when I see her. She's crazy, man. My wife. She keeps crying and bang guys after that, man. I'm sorry, man. I like them. Well, fine then. If I want to get a girlfriend, I like her too. I'm not gonna have you do like that, man. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Visa give you hell if you get a girlfriend. Of course she will. She'll give me a hell, man. Yelling at me once she cries to me and everything, and she'll turn into a crazy woman, obviously. Yeah, I don't want you touching one chick. I'm sorry. You're my baby, your wife, man. You're my husband, my handsome husband, who's the son of God. I don't want one chick touching you, but then you let men touch you every day, man. You're fucking selfish. So your body's meant for me, and yet you let men touch it all the time, and then you don't want one chick touching I. Yeah, you're my baby, your wife. I don't want you touching one chick. So you're selfish, VJ. You want your full cake, which is fucking evil, man. To do that, man. Like you tell your husband to stay away from a chick, and you can't return the same favor and stay away for the guys for him because of your selfishness. Yeah, I like them. I can't say I like them. Yeah, well, I like her too. If you want to be play that game, I'm not interested in playing games with each other. Go. Yeah, makes sense. got my day over with. I get my 6 days off. The next Wednesday I work again. I get paid next Sunday. Yeah. So you how we done on? Yeah, remember the K-pop demons clip I showed you guys? Yeah, things like that for my company. The actors are singing suites like that. I'm gonna be renting like $4,000 or $5,000, $6,000 nice suites. That's what you see in K-pop demons, like a nice suite like that. They don't get a suite to themselves. They have to share the room. Obviously, you have maybe 3 actors staying in each room, but they get like the whole suite to themselves. Not like one actor has one suite. No, like a few actors are staying in each suite. Like I don't know, 3 actors are staying in each of the rooms. Oh, you save money, right? Yeah, and a nice suite like what you guys see in K-pop demons. And you have the assistants spoiling them with water and everything, and they're getting served on heat buffet. Yeah, I can't go out of the water. Limo services. They're flying on my private jet. Remember when you saw them on a jet? Yeah, they're flying on a jet like that. A nice private jet, maybe just jet for the world tour. They're getting spoiled, man. They're getting paid a lot of money for. That's why they're gonna beg. All right, man. Your economy goes out of the water. I don't want to go back. Yeah, I get that, guys. I'm sorry, man. You're not good in this movie. That's how it works. You're not good, man. Crazy people. Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna beg Ivan, please. I'm like, no, guys. Like, I'm being serious, man. You're not good for the next movie. You can't be selfish. You have to think about other actors in Hollywood, guys. Like, I'm being serious when I say that, right? Think about other actors. You already had your time. You already had your fun. And while they were left behind in Hollywood, you have to think about the other Hollywood actors. They want to have a shot at being on a movie too. It's not just about you guys. They don't care. Oh, we don't care about those guys, Ivan. Fuck those guys. Just fuck me science. Fuck Hollywood. I want to go back to Hollywood. I want to work for you. They all want to work for me until they pass away. Yeah, I just want to work for you until I pass away. I don't want to go back to Hollywood. No, guys, you're not giving next movie. Hell, you're not giving next movie. That's how it works, right? Yeah. They're really gonna beg though. It's crazy. Even the Hollywood crew are begging. All the directors are begging. Chad Stileski, Peter, or Mel Gibson. They're gonna beg too. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Because I got him out of Hollywood, right? I got him out of the Gateways Hollywood system. That's another reason why they're begging. They don't want to go back to that system, right? Yeah, and make less money and be the side tension. That's why they're gonna beg. I'm like, Ivan, man, like your company blows out of the water. I don't want to go back. Ivan, you got us out. We don't want to go back. Yeah, I get that, guys, but you're not your next movie. You're gonna go back to Hollywood and you're gonna be left behind. You're not your next movie. You had your fun, and now the fun is over. And I launch your career. You can get paid more money now. Yeah, we can, Ivan, but like we can easily. Yeah, I know I can easily pay you more, but like you're not your next movie, guys. That makes sense. Not my problem. There you go. Me and VJ's career is not what your career is not my problem. You were good for my movie. Now you're not. Now you're gonna go back to Hollywood. You're not good for the next movie. That's how it works. I'm not gonna have the same actors in all my movies. Are you crazy? No. Yeah. What's the main reason why they're begging Ivan? They don't want to be left behind. Because they know I set the whole thing up. Yeah, Ivan's now king, living on life with VJ. He's the main event, training with her every day. They were training with me and they fell on top of the world. They know when to go back to Hollywood, they're going to be left behind. That's the first reason. The second reason is that Sky's Entertainment blows out of the water. That's why they're begging. And the third reason, which is not really a big reason, but like it's probably a little reason that I got him out of Hollywood, the Hollywood system. The Gatekeepers Hollywood system, obviously. They got their freedom when they were in my movie. In Hollywood, you have to do it to make your money. There is no free money in Hollywood. But for my company, all the Hollywood actors, I pay them a lot of money and I give them freedom. And it's nice to make a lot of money, all that money, and have freedom. You know, when they go back, they're going to lose that to Hollywood, when they go back to Hollywood. Because the Hollywood system is dirty, obviously. It's a dirty system, obviously. It's dirty over there. Oh, dirty over there in Hollywood, right? There's a saying in the world, where the money is, that's where it's very dirty. Where there's less money, the cleaner it is. The less money you make, the cleaner it is. The more money you make, the dirtier it is. Where the money is, that's when it's dirty. As you'll find out how dirty the gatekeepers are when they sit you upstairs to make your 100 off your book. You're gonna find out how dirty they really are. Yeah, when you pay the fee, right? And then, yeah. That's not really a big reason. The Hollywood actors are glad to do it for money. They're still living an amazing life. But you still have to pay a price to make their money. That's another reason why they're begging. But it's not really a big reason. The real reason, the main two reasons, is because they were left behind. They don't want to be left behind. And skyscrapers how the wire. That's why they don't want to go back to Hollywood. And I got them out. Another small reason. Does that make sense? I got them out of Hollywood. Hollywood system. Does that make sense? Yeah. 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 Maybe they won't beg. Nah, man, they're gonna beg, man. Like, duh. Of course they're gonna beg. They were saved. They don't want to be left behind. And my company both hella water. I pay them when they're running with the main hall. I spoil them with better perks. They're trending with me. It's nice to trend with Ian and VJ and the whole world's tuning into the trends. You're part of the main event with them. You're saved. You're not left behind. And you're a famous movie star. The fans love you. Interview you on the streets, ask you for autographs wherever you go. You go on that amazing world tour with me, all the parties, flying on a private jet, training with me. You got paid like 5, 4, 6 million speaking, money that they don't even make in Hollywood, excluding their other earnings that they're making. They're gonna beg, man. Oh my guys, man, you're not good for the next movie. Crazy people. Yeah. Because guaranteed when they if I go world touring, obviously the people are gonna interview like me, Vision, the actors. I guarantee the people are gonna ask the actors, like for the Great Escape, Keanu Reeves and Matt Damon, hey, what's next for you guys? And they'll say, yeah, like we are we doing this movie, and I got a lot of offers on how to do this movie, and they asked me, Vijay, what's next for you guys? Yeah, we're doing a thriller romance story. They're unique, and they're gonna beg to be in that romance story. I'm like, guys, you're not good for the romance story at all, man. Like you're not good for the movie. Yeah, they're gonna have that look. Yeah, fuck, man. Yeah, we get to be a movie star for Ivan's Vijay's movie, but after that, like they just move on to the next cast in Hollywood, and we go back to Hollywood left behind. Yes, you were good for the Great Escape. You're not good for the Unique with Gay Jefferson. Hey guys, you're not good at all. They're gonna have that look. Fuck, man. Yeah, I and VJ, man, like their career is not our problem. Yeah, my career is not. It's not the Hollywood actor's problem, man. Makes sense. Yeah. You know, Ivy just moves on to this next movie with a different cast of actors in Hollywood. And we go back to Hollywood. The Hollywood isn't left behind. Yes. And I launch your career as you're walking, guys. You can make more money. Yeah, we can make more money. We don't want to go back. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. You're not good for the next movie. You're not good at all, man. But some of them might even cry when they're big. Ivan, VJ, like, Ivan, I'm not kidding around. Please, man. Like, you got me at a hole. I don't want to go back, Ivan. That's the heart of my career. I had a blast, man, being a part of that crazy movie. Yeah, I get that, guys, but you're not good for the next movie, guys. Like, you're not good. They're still going to beg. The agents are going to tell them to beg, obviously. Yeah, beg your ass off for IMDb to resign you guys. This company blows out of the water. Hollywood sucks compared to Sky Source. Yeah, it sucks compared to Sky Source Hollywood. Yeah. Because the agents made more money off the actors than they do in Hollywood. Yeah, the agents made a lot more money off the Hollywood actors than the money that they make off them when they're in Hollywood. That's why they tell them to beg, because they want a bigger paycheck. They know I can pay the Hollywood actors more money than what Hollywood pay them. That makes sense. The agents are getting a piece of all the actors' earnings, right? Speaking money, game money, merchandise profit money, film profit money, salary, bonuses, magazine shoes. They get a piece of all that. And they made their millions off the actors. More than what they make in Hollywood. That's one another reason why I'm telling them to beg. Yeah, beg your house or IMDb should resign you. Sky Source blows out of the water. This is your take it out. Yeah, I get that. I got you out for like a couple of years, and after that, you're gonna go back to the Hollywood system and let me behind. That's how it works. I'm not gonna have too much. I'm not gonna have the same action on movie, guys. Crazy people. Yeah, that's why Sky Source will blow out of the water. Anyways, guys, this is video, guys, on the show. It's Iron Man saying, peace out, guys. Enjoy the show with you guys and take my walk. Peace out, guys. Only him, son.